Greetings, fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone. I hope everyone's doing well. Today's going to be another video where I talk about an underrated horror film that I've been suggesting for this coming Halloween season. As I've mentioned in the last couple videos I've done, mainly the movie reviews for Vacancy and The Runes. I've talked about the fact that, we're not getting a lot of new horror movies this year because of COVID-19 and everything that was anticipated by horror fans like me, like Candyman and, of course, Halloween Kills. So I thought it'd be fun to sort of talk about some underappreciated or maybe not well-known horror films instead of the usual films that people talk about during this season. Today's film is going to be a film that I've only watched a couple of times, but I really enjoyed it, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's kind of a creature movie. It has aspects of it that reminded me of like something like The Fly or The Thing, something where it's sort of a body horror film. The film is called Splinter. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of this film. It came out in 2008. And I found out about it just sort of looking on YouTube. I forget who suggested it, but there was another horror YouTuber, this was a couple of years ago, that suggested it was a pretty good watch and one that people should check out. I thought I'd watch it. I believe it was either on Shudder or Netflix. I can't remember which one. Watched it. I really liked it, and I've always wanted to pick it up, and I found it at Rasputin's for a really cheap price. And I think it's a great monster movie. It's got a good cast, and I think it's one that people should give a watch if they haven't seen it. Trapped in an isolated gas station by a vicious splinter parasite that transforms its still living victims into deadly hosts, a young couple and an escaped convict must find a way to work together and survive this primal terror. The movie stars Shea Whigham as Dennis Farrell. You have Jill Wagner as Polly Watt, Paulo Costanzo as Seth Belzer. The movie was written by Toby Wilkins, uncredited. Also, writers on the project were Kai Berry and Ted Kroger, and the movie was directed by Toby Wilkins. So this film's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the cast. I think all of the actors do well and play off of one another very well. I'm not familiar with Jill Wagner, but Shea Whigham and Paulo Costanzo I've seen in other films. I've seen Paulo, of course, he was in Road Trip. He was also on the Joey TV series. And I've seen Shea Whigham in Fast and Furious. I think he was in the 4th one and the 6th one. But I really liked just how everything sort of comes together. There's lots of vibes that remind me of the movie Breakdown with Kurt Russell. It deals with a couple that are kind of on a road trip. They're going camping, and then something goes awry, and they decide to go to a hotel. Then they are carjacked by Shea Whigham's character and his girlfriend, and then they end up running over something on the road that has been infected by this splinter parasite, and it ends up leading them to this gas station because their car is overheating. It's really I like the isolated location of the gas station. I love that all of the effects, all the effects in this are done practically. I love the way that Toby Wilkins uses his camera to show the creature, but you don't see it very clearly. It's like there's scenes that are cut really quickly, how fast the thing moves. And for a film that was shot on a really relatively small budget, I think it was very effective and very well done. The creature is terrifying. What it does to its victims is done in such an interesting way. It's just the way that the camera is used, but it is got some really good gore moments, and I just think it's a very effective film that I don't hear anybody really talk about, and I think it's one that people should check out and watch. Lots of fun, excellent film. If I had to give Splinter a rating on my scale, I would give it 4 skulls. So yeah, I think it's a terrific film for the Halloween season, especially this year when we're not getting a lot of new stuff. It's good to go back and look at some of these untapped gems that not a lot of people talk about. If anybody else has seen Splinter, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And thanks so much again for dropping by the Horror Zone. I hope everyone's doing well, and I promise there's some really cool stuff coming up real soon. So take it easy, stay scared as always.